It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Thunderbirds and the Steamers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Steamers of Mexico City taking on the Thunderbirds of Buenos Aires. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, from Mexico City, our visitors, they come off a disappointment. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, now how about this return? Shoves him aside, and he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he's got this down to the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And the Mexico City first down.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Wilson will throw again. Dumps this one off to Algier. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
At the 32-yard line.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 18 carries, 99 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 16-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago. 4 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
To throw again is Wilson. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Open man completes it to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Algier. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Algier. Touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Wilson. He's got his man, London, right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got this to Algier. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
Now Garoppolo. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. This is fielded at the 27. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Dumps this one off to Algier. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Garoppolo again. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. It was Tyler Algier with a solid performance in that first half of action. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Play action, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Mexico City.
To throw is Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And London motioning left. Algier now up the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Looking to throw. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steamers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Caught by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
1st down, here's Mitchell. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On play action, it's Garoppolo.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Algier going straight ahead.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with Algier.
Powers through. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
There he goes, right side.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
Garoppolo now. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackle.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Thunderbirds have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
No, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On second, here's Algier.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Wilson. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Algier with another carry.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing is on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. To throw is Garoppolo.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Garoppolo to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. And it's complete to Adams.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what will be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Mexico City, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Buenos Aires,
it's loss number 5 for them on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.